What is up, guys? My name's Doofus Mcdooface, and in today's ranked game, we are playing Scrapper. I just saw people complaining about the third ranked player in Legion TD2 who's gone from 2,000 elo to 3,300 elo, only playing Scrapper in the last 300 games in a month and a half. So I think it might be time to try a little bit more Scrapper. That is the Mastermind, where you can sell anything for 90%. And I think the reason that it's doing so well is because of scaling value gaining units. We're talking Sakuras, we're talking Gates, we're talking Angler Steed with Kingpins, we're talking Bankers. If you get any of those with Scrapper at 90% sell rate, after a couple of waves, you're making free money. And if you continually make free money, you compound and you're unbeatable. So let's see if we get any of those 4 units. We do not.
Welcome to
We don't get any of those units, but that doesn't mean that we don't still have some good stuff. So we just got to play a normal game here at the start. I mean, I see Pipsqueak. I'm definitely excited about that. Thinking about Tree of Lifing and Willowshroom. It's kind of nasty. Berserker. Wave 5. Alright, this is probably okay. I mean, I could go like Tree and then Willowshroom. I think I will. I think I'm going to go for the nasty Tree of Life Tree of Life Willowshroom. I think that is my plan for now. Let's see if they would like to get snailed. Oh, he does want to get snailed. And I guess I'll just push the worker, because I could add 2 howlers, and then I could just sell one for a Willowshroom on wave 3. Alright. I do not get snailed. He's going to leak. It's a very long wave. I'm going to get a couple gold, but not enough for the Willowshroom. Would love to get the Willowshroom. And the reason that Scrapper is just so good is it prevents your opponent from knowing what you're gonna build. Right? Like, how is your opponent supposed to know what you're going to build if they see you have a Trent on wave 1, and then bam, wave 2 you have a Lord of Dragon. Lord of Death. Like, what? How did that happen? Right? And it's a pretty irritating Mastermind if you're playing against it. But in this game, we are the irritating person. So we're going to try a little bit of Scrapper abuse here. Little wee bit of Scrapper abuse. I'm gonna build that. And my plan is just to get that Tree of Life as quickly as possible. The Canopy Tree of Life as quickly as possible. So at some point we might just sell these units. Right? Might just sell these units. It only costs us like 10, 12 gold. Just a snail. Probably should push. So I will. I will push the 1 worker. Just because if this leaks, it's going to be a long wave. Right. It should leak a little bit, making it a super long wave. It might actually not leak, to be honest. But it is a long wave where pushing workers is still useful. So I will be pushing. And I was probably better off with the Dragon Turtle here, but whoops. And I think I can sell the Howler for... Yeah, I don't know the math yet. Can I sell the Howler for a Willowshroom? I believe I can. I think we can do our first Scrapper. Yes, we can. Or is it better as it's actually better as just selling the PB. So we're going to Scrapper that. And we're going to start building our Willowshroom. We did push pretty aggressively. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Could get a 60 here. Actually, I don't think it's possible we can get a 60. We can get a 40, but... we do get the 60. And now I'm just really focused on getting that Tree of Life canopy as quickly as possible. I'm gonna leak a little bit here. Maybe more than a little bit. Although Willishroom is built for wave 3. My guy will leak. Can this Willishroom go crazy? Not quite. So maybe we should have not pushed. But it's not the end of the world. I do leak my guy. We get 10 gold. Not too bad. And in a perfect world, I'll be able to sell both of those for the canopy. Using our scrapper. And 176. Actually, we've already got it right there, so we can keep our split. So we've only cost ourselves a couple of gold so far. I wish there was a way to know how much gold we've lost to Scrapper. I mean, if I sold a Peewee, I lost 2 gold. And if I sold the Howler, up to 4 gold. So I've only lost like 6 gold so far. And then I think I'm gonna push. I probably shouldn't, but I am gonna push here. I really could just be a chicken, sell that, get the full Tree of Life here on 5, but workers are just worth so much. So I'm going to push one more time, hoping that I do not leak to a brute next wave.
Yes, no.
Actually, we're just gonna big wiener. We're gonna push really hard. And we get the Tree of Life on 6, which is almost impossible to leak a Tree of Life canopy. Almost. It is possible to leak it with a Mimic, I believe. 3 brutes. Probably a pack leader nowadays. But it is nearly impossible to leak. They do send, but it is too important. I'm going to get it. We're going to get that out on wave 6, and then we can push workers to no send, honestly. Just a little bit. A couple. Couple workers won't hurt anyone. Nobody's leaking. This is a wild split. It's going to hold, but man, that is a wonky one. 505 value, so. Value will hold. We do have to scrapper this. And now we have our juice. We are slightly behind, but not the end of the world. It's a good time to re-roll and see if we get, as I discussed earlier, any of those value building units. The Bankers, the Angler Steed, or the Egg. Can't get Seedling after wave 1. So let's see if they send us here. If they do, I'm pushing 5 workers. Yep, I will be pushing 5 workers. And I'll probably even sell the Peewee to guarantee the 5th worker, if need be. And we do not get any of those value builders. But a Lord of Death is a really good unit. Great magic damage. Bit of overkill on magic damage, to be honest. Like I said, I'm just going to sell that, push the worker. I mean, we're 14 workers on wave 7. Not that bad of a position with our king at 91. Pretty weak wave 14. Also wave 17. So that is some waves to look out for, but I still really like this build. It might be overkill with Pipsqueak and Lord of Death. Maybe it is. Maybe this is better. Yeah, this is probably better. They send us again, so I'm just gonna push everything. I'm literally gonna push everything. We could theoretically die on wave 9. But for me, that risk is worth it. This wave and next wave will be ridiculously long. But if we do not get punished, and we're able to scale this much, this wave and next wave, it is going to be incredible. The downside is if they skip 8 and send me 9 or 10, I can never hold. But here to play a risky game. I went from last to first. So we're going to do as many king ups as possible. And hope and pray we get out of this alive. Yeah, so we're going to go Pipsqueak as our damage. Still add a split. It's still a good idea to add a split. I'm 335 under. I've been getting incomed, so I don't believe I can leak here. I only have the canopy. This is absolute stress testing. I'm 335 under. I'm 335 under. Did I push too hard? It's so close. Did I push too hard or did I perfectly max this out? It has to hit a wall and then it breaks the wall. And I absolutely hit it. I will not be leaking here. I will not be leaking here. And my teammate's Mythium is just going up and up and up. Enjoy your Mythium. Because my teammate is getting to send a ridiculous amount of Mythium this wave. Look at how much he could theoretically send here. Making it the longest wave. I'm 335 under here, guys. We are still really weak here. So we do want to do our best to hold. But it's not that easy. Not that easy, so. I naturally go Boom Tree, but I think this is the Pipsqueak game.
Alright, Orbs. Let's try not to explode today.
So I'm gonna do something like this.
Oh my.
Something like this feels pretty good. Gonna finish our king. I'm 220 under.
I think I've got the spell right this time.
But this thing is so good. And it's just income. So I think I'm gonna be fine again.
I'm ready. I think.
Just absolutely getting bailed out like crazy. Not even really needing to do any scrapper plays, just getting away with murder here. This guy is gonna leak a little bit. Not that much, to be honest. In all honesty, this is not that bad of a leak. It's 18 gold. The bigger thing about the leak is just how long the wave is. I may have leaked my guy with the pack leader. But greed is good. You know. I'm almost at 400 income in a scrapper game. And I'm really starting to see how good scrapper is now. Because guess what? We can go for 2 Zerkers here. Don't even have to sell anything. The ability to just go for that Tree of Life canopy with no real fear has been incredible. Got that 0 gold buff cooking.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I know you're ready. My guy's kind of weakish here, so I'm a full send. This has been ridiculous. I might just be a scrapper main. Scrapper main? Question? Potentially. A lot of income. I'm gonna push 1. I do want to get Creditor. I do want Creditor next. Should hold here with the double Zerker. Yeah, that canopy's just cooking. Wants to save. Send 14? 14, holy moly. And I'm gonna... Nah, I'm still gonna push 1. 14 is crazy. That is a long save. But I do get my Lumerian, and I get to take Creditor. Lumerian.
Precision is mercy. Focus.
It could theoretically die here, but I think it's okay. We may have a whoopsie. But if we have a whoopsie, we've got Tree of Life Canopy, which is harder to kill anyhow. So I think we're going to be okay here. Hopefully. This is one of those worlds where I could just scrapper our warg. I mean, it's 3 gold. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use scrapper, right? Let's use scrapper. I think it's actually down half. I know this is kind of ugly, but let's use scrapper. We've risked 3 gold to not leak, right? Because I'm not ever leaking now. If the Lumerian does not die, I don't leak. They don't send, so didn't have to do that. But yeah, it definitely would have died, and it would have been a really long wave. I would have held with the canopy, but this was the correct split. And now, with the Creditor Gold, the Scrapper ability, now we can do some crazy things. Right, we can do some really crazy things now. We're gonna hide a boom tree in case they do send us here. It's actually really important. Do that. Actually, we probably don't want to do our boom tree right there, now that I think about it. We really don't want to do it there either. I'll do it right here for now. But we could always sell some stuff. They send here anyhow. There's our 14. We can push those workers that my teammate wanted. My boom tree should do some good work. And I think I just hold always, honestly. I mean, the Lumerian can tank quite a bit at the end. Doesn't actually have to tank at all. It's a really, really bad send. I am quite on fire. I'm able to just push everything.
Precision.
Add one howler just to make myself feel better. But I am scrapping my mind out here. I was going to type to my teammate here, Scrapper is out of control. But I think I'm going to keep this for YouTube viewers only. You guys let me know what you think of Scrapper. I might go from a Fiesta main to a Scrapper main. Because I do need to hit top 10 by the end of the year. So we might have to abuse the meta. Alrighty. Here we go. I'm thinking a honey bear, a pack, and a centaur. These are the first things that I'm thinking of. A hermit would be okay too. I can tell you all of the reasoning in a second.
Yes, my lord.
I'm gonna push one more so I get my 160. I think I'm just gonna do all robos. Yeah, I'll just do all robos. So the honey bear is for the red eyes to heal the wave, as is the hermit. The pack leader is to rush the crab warlocks. The centaur is to slash the scallywags and the arcane units. So hopefully that helped. Do another tree of life you dude. Another one of those dudes. Another ward. I'm 200 over, so should hopefully hold. Yeah, that honey bear did some good work. I'd say we push for 16, keeping that aggression up. My guy is gonna leak a little bit, not that big, but a little bit. Gives me, get about 200 gold. They're not gonna die, but they're definitely taking a lot. And we're really just keeping me in the lead. At the end of the day, we're just kind of keeping me in the lead. And crabs and boars are really bad on 16. So if we just push a gazillion workers, they're gonna be in danger on 16. So I continue to push like crazy.
I think
Focus.
I'm gonna sell that guy. They are quite excellent. Although I do think they kind of fall off later on, if I'm gonna be honest. And what am I building next? I will go for a lioness. A lioness, alpha male, and that should just about do my build right there. So I get tons of damage reduction. And probably it's pretty much the same scent. Pretty much the same scent here. We're gonna go honey bear. Maybe 2 honey bears is not a bad idea. Centaur, the pack, and the hermit. And then the robos if I have some left over. I do have that. I have enough for one king up, it looks like, at 238. They're gonna give it to me, so don't worry. There's that. Scrapper that. There's that guy. Oh, wrong unit. There's that guy. Okay. And I kind of want one more boom tree, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh, there we go. There's our extra boom tree. They actually did not give me the hermit. That is unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Because it could. The honey bears are good, but a hermit would be absolutely shredding. They are gonna live, I think. Oh, this guy's getting cooked, though. Maybe not. Hermit would have been giga worth. He leaked his guy better than I leaked mine, so it might actually be enough. But yeah, pushing for that hermit was a much better idea than what I did. The dude just barely die.
Victory.
That was amazing gameplay by Sludge. Literally just 1700 pressure applied while I just sort of did cool scrapper stuff. I'm really okay with the wave 3. I have no issue with the wave 3 at all. I mean, honestly, I am surprised I get the 60. It's really close, but I do. I get the 60 in any case. We take a little bit king. I overbuild. I push. I get the juice, and then it's ball game. Really, it just came down to the 7 and 8. Oh wow, we are actually behind. Interesting. Yeah, for me, it just came down to that 7 and 8. That's when I sort of took over the lead. If we look at player power score, yeah, I start to pull away a little bit here. I go from bottom tier to top tier, and then I'm pretty much top tier the rest of the game. You really do have to punish this. I mean, you can't have a super long 7 and a super long 8. I'm 19 workers. I'm 335 under. Never a brute. Never a robo. Never any real test of me. Should have sent the pack leader on 9 just because I had so much mythium. That would, I mean, pack leader brute. We almost killed him on 9, to be totally honest. And then Sludge calls for that long 14, which is pretty much okay because I get creditor. I easy hold to 12. I'm able to push hard. We get them really good on 14. I mean, their value's very high, right? Very high value, and yet it's just not quite enough. And then we're able to giga push for wave 16, where they are both not great, right? Trinity archers with no split, gates, boars, and crabs. Does come up with 1 pyro. And this is a world. You guys want to see something nasty? You want to see something nasty? I don't know if I can do it, but let me try. Let me try clicking this and see if I can do the scrapper equivalent. If he had scrappered his build, would he have been able to hold 3945? So he needs 3945 and then probably 3945 and then probably take away like what, 100 gold? I mean, I only added 645, so actually it'd only be like 90 gold. Take away 90 gold. And that's the beauty of Scrapper, right? Like, they look so bad on 16. If he had pulled out 4 or 5 pyros, he theoretically could have won the game. Would have been incredible. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. I meant to do Scrapper.
To Nova.
Will it keep Scrapper? Yeah, it keeps Scrapper. Alright, so I went Centaur, Honey Bear, Honey Bear.
My pot is empty.
I believe Pack, Brute Robo, because I was the Doofus, and I did not send the Hermit. It's a huge mistake by me, by the way. So if he just would have scrappered this right side.
Dead man walking.
Okay, it's not. There we go. Those ones are getting scrappered. build a little bit of pyro. Right. 3860. All right, let's see what this would have done. All right, what would this have done if he did more pyros? And gosh darn it, freaking pyros should be up here. Right, what would this have done? I don't know. Yeah, so he lost 130 gold from Scrapper. We're in a normal game, we would have lost like 300. Would the pyros have changed anything? I think so. Just because pyros are going to do so much damage. Right? I think the pyros are just going to do so much damage. I mean, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to a full hold. To where this guy leaked almost nothing. Right? He leaked almost nothing there. I actually didn't do the red eyes either. And I sold Scallywags, which are his best units on the wave. But Scrapper could have been crazy there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Scrappers. I'm thinking about playing them some more. Let me know if you guys enjoyed them. We didn't even get those crazy value building units. But actually, if you're still watching, let's just take a look here. This is the guy. Fake newbie. This guy, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Scrapper, 60.5% win rate. He's got 300 games. That's just all he's playing right now. His elo has skyrocketed, bro. It is skyrocketed lately. Yeah. So we might have to play some Scrapper going forward. And when I say some, I mean a lot. So I'm Doofus Mcdooface, and this was Scrapper Tree of Life Canopy. Thanks for watching.